This is Camden Boxing for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're at the Camden Boxing Club here in London. I'm joined by, I'm going to let you introduce yourself to the IFL TV viewers, sir.
Yeah, my name's Zach. Turning over as a professional, and obviously I thought it would be good to get myself out there at the moment with Camden Boxing.
Okay, it's a good start. Talk to me about your association, obviously, with Camden Boxing.
So I've recently come to Camden, and I've been enjoying it since we train five, six times a week, twice a day. My coach is Greg White, and you know what? I've enjoyed it since coming down. He's got the style that I've been looking for, the style of boxing that I've been looking for as a coach. So far everything's been so good, and I've enjoyed it every single moment of it. I'm at the moment applying for my boxing license to turn over the pro, hopefully to get it over and done with and get out there by December time. If I can get out there by December, I'm looking to fight at super lightweight or welterweight. Yeah, and I'm coming for anybody at that weight category. I'm not afraid to box anyone, spar anyone. So anyone who's in front of me, I'm willing to take the challenge.
Talk to me about your experience prior to this, prior to you trying to obviously obtain a license and turn professional. Talk to me about your experience in the ring.
I ain't had the most experience. I've had 18 amateur fights. I've won 10 of them. I've lost 8 against very good opponents on a split decision. Like people like Dan Morley, very good boxer, boxing when I was very, very young. But now, with over years of experience, I've come down to realise I'm better than what I thought I was back then. So it's now just to do the business, get it over with, enjoy the time as a pro, and make some money.
Can I ask a personal question? How old are you, sir?
25. Yeah. I've been boxing since I was 8 years old. Got into it because my mum put me in it when I was a naughty kid. When I was young, getting into fights at about 8 years old, my mum put me into it. She kind of stopped me for a little because she saw Amir Khan get knocked out in America, and she was not happy with it. But then I thought to myself, I was like, you know what, I'm going to get a paper round job, and I paid for it myself. So since mum's not paying for it, I'm paying for it, I can do it.
Sorry, just to elaborate on that story, it's actually quite an interesting story. So your mum, because you was a bit of a wayward child, shall we say, when you were younger, what, 8 years old?
At 8 years old.
What were you doing at 8 years old, though?
At 8 years old, primary school, just getting into trouble. Just getting into loads of trouble, fight school, 8, 9, there's just problems. And I just had loads of anger. It's like, I don't know where it was from, I just had anger I needed to get out, and I was getting it out at school. My mum put me into the gym. I used to live in Derby, One Nation, which... Clifton Mitchell. I don't know if he remembers me. But yeah, I was down there for a couple of years, and then I moved to London, and that's when my mum was like, you know what, Zach, I can't have you in boxing because it's too dangerous. But like I said, my passion is boxing. It's always been boxing, so I made sure I was getting it done, and I did it myself. So that's been me so far. Now it's to go over and do the business.
Okay. So your mother then see Amir Khan lose a fight. Do you remember which fight it was?
I can't remember him exactly. It was in America. I know he wore purple shorts. What's his name?
Not Breeders Prescott.
Might have been Prescott. Literally got knocked out. And we sat up until about 4 o'clock in the morning to watch the fight. And it was literally after the fight, she's like, no, Zach, this is it. And I was like, there's nothing I could do because my mum was paying for it. A couple of years down the line, I think I got to about 14 years old, and I got a paper round job. And I joined the gym, Small Holdings, they're now in Carl Shorten. And I was there for a couple of years, and then that's where I had my amateur experiences. Kind of lost it a little bit, and I was in and out of boxing, but now, for about the past year, I've been grinding hard to get into it, and I've proved to myself, Zach, you can do it as a professional, and here we are.
Okay, look, I don't know if you saw a debate, I think it was on Good Morning Britain recently, between Eddie Hearn and a a brain specialist. Did you see that debate that was going on?
I didn't get it.
I'll just give you the kind of the highlights of it. Eddie Hearn obviously was very encouraging the fact that boxing is not just one of these perceived violent sports, which the guy he was debating with was saying about, talking about brain trauma and all this, but the fact that boxing has, it's an old cliche thing, but has changed so many young people's lives. And you've just kind of given an example of one of them things that if your mum hadn't stuck you when you were 8-year-old, I don't know what you were doing at 8, but if your mum hadn't done that, then your life may have taken a different turn.
Yeah. It's true, you know what it is, and that's the thing. I'm an advocate for it as well. Like when I see people in trouble or angry or getting into fights or that, I'm that person. I'd be like, you know what, just stop it. There's no point. And you know what, there's a place that you can get rid of it. Boxing has literally got all the anger out of me. Like I'm probably one of the most calmest person you will see on the road. But get into a fight, we do have a problem. But I would do my best to not get into a fight. So when I speak to people that's been in trouble or out on the road, because I know people on the road, I speak to them, I was like, listen, this don't make sense. You could do a lot more with your time. Go enjoy a sport. Go do some boxing. All the anger that you've got, you can get rid of it. Listen, we're in a sport where you can get paid to beat someone up. Yeah, you can get paid to have all that anger. Why do it on the road for free?
And putting discipline in there as well, because boxing does teach you that fundamental aspect of discipline as well as anything else.
Yeah, 100%. There's a lot of discipline in it. You've got to put yourself to it, 100% to it, or else you're not going to reap the benefit. The discipline is hard. Like having to do the runs, the training. Like me, I work from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. and I'm in the gym at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I don't go to sleep until maybe 11, 12 o'clock. And then I'll do the same thing over again. So you have to be very disciplined and you've got to want to do it to be in this sport.
Well, Zach, appreciate your time. I feel like we need at some point a follow-up, kind of when you obtain your licence and you're kind of on the road to being a professional fighter. So we wish you the best of luck with that. But I feel like at some point we need to do a follow-up.
Thank you. I'd just like to say thank you to my mum for getting me involved in boxing. It's as simple as that. There's no one else I can thank more than my mum for getting me involved in it.
It's not the BAFTAs, mate, but you can. I'm only joking. Zach, appreciate your time, and like I said, we'll have a catch-up at a later date, and you can give us a progression on what's been going on.
All right, thank you very much.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.